Hi, we are the Salmons. I'm Mike Salmon. This is my wife, Stephanie, and we have 3 kids. We come to Echo North, and so a crazy story how we actually got here. We moved from the East Coast, from New York, and while driving cross country, we got into a terrible car accident in Kansas. And so we had to get a rental car and drive the rest of the way to Milpitas. Once we got here, we had 11 months of no car that could fit 3 car seats. And so we were kind of landlocked and could only go walking distance with our family. So our church from back on the East Coast reached out to churches in the area, and Echo helped provide funds for us to get a family car. And so 1 year ago, last Sunday, we got a family car, and the first trip that we ever took was to Echo.Church and with all of our family. So it really has come full circle.
When we got our car, it was a kind of a magical feeling where we just felt so blessed. And when we got here, it was so welcoming, and we realized it was more than just the compassion team who helped us out, but the whole environment here and the community just really struck us right from the beginning. So when we first heard about One Life, we were only coming here for maybe a few weeks, and we said, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna commit to this. Michael said, oh, we're gonna tithe. And I said, okay, how much? And he said, oh, well, we're going to tithe every time we get a paycheck. That's what our life is going to look like. And I was very concerned about that. And then my heart changed and my heart grew, and it has really created just faith that I could not imagine, trust in the Lord. And so when this came around, I said, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to really commit, because not only do we need to do that to grow our own faith, but we know where it goes. We've already been a product of, our first visit here was because of the compassion and what everybody here was already giving.
Something for me that's really big when I was looking at One Life was that pooling our funds together could be so much more of an impact than it would if my wife and I went out and made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches ourselves and had handed them out to the homeless or tried to help people out financially where we wanted. It was something where together we were stronger than we were apart, and it was something that I felt was authentic, and I felt was a real desire for the church to help. And we were already blessed from it with our car, so I knew that the funds were going to where they actually said they were going to. So it was a no-brainer for me, and I couldn't wait to jump in.
This church doesn't help just here in our local community, which is so amazing that they do, but it's overseas. It's your neighbor. It is people down the block who live on the street. And for me, it was kind of like we're touching everybody. We're not leaving it to just one specific group. And I think that was really special, that we can have our funds together and be able to really give to people who are in need, whether it's right here in our neighborhood or across the world. During this time, I feel as though I have personally grown in generosity, with time, with financials, with just things that I've taught my daughter. And I think that it's just been such an amazing journey this far. And I'm really excited to see what this next year has for us, because there's still challenges that we face all the time, and we continue to give and continue to be faithful.
And time again, God has came through, and it's just a very awesome way of a reminder of him being like, I love you, and I'm not going to leave you. And it's just, each time he comes through makes it that much easier to give the next time.
And now during this One Life initiative, I've said, okay, how about we give more than that? Every time, no questions asked, and that just comes right off the top. And it's no longer me holding tight to it, but actually just releasing it and just saying, Lord, I know you're going to take care of us, and this is yours.
I think what excites me moving forward with Echo.Church and with One Life is just we're clearly in a big season of transition and of change. And with that has the potential to come a lot of fear, but also on that flip side of fear has the potential to come a lot of excitement. Things that we can push into that we haven't done before, and places we haven't been before and haven't tried things out.
I would say come on board and join the One Life initiative.